Tonight we are here to celebrate the lives and share the stories of three remarkable women athletes who raised the profile of women in sports over the last century. These women were drawn to their sport not for the glory, fanfare, or financial success, but for the love of the game. They are courageous champions and exemplary role models who blaze new paths with inspiring benchmarks that continue to challenge women athletes today. An exceptional golfer who was known as the female Bobby Jones, Glenna Collett Vare dominated the women's golf scene in the 1920s and 1930s, setting early standards of excellence for the modern female golfer. Glenna's distance off the tee rivaled those of the greatest male golfers of the time. In addition to winning many national and international tournaments, Vare changed and popularized the sport by raising public interest and conducting herself with dignity and class. Born on June 20th, 1903 in New Haven, Connecticut, and raised in Providence, Rhode Island, Glenna Collett Vare is known as the First Lady of American golf. Although Glenna excelled at baseball, swimming, diving, and tennis, she took a particular interest in golf when her father took her to the Comet Golf Club at the age of 14. Immediately impressed by the game, she would play with her father's clubs and began taking lessons to improve her game.
What she did on the golf course that was so important, and I think it had ramifications beyond that, she hit the ball really hard. And she felt that hitting the ball really hard was what separated a few of her older contemporaries from everybody else, and it's what she wanted to pursue herself.
Vare was a natural at the game, developing a powerful swing with the help of Scottish golfer Alex Smith.
The game for women had been somewhat genteel, somewhat an elegant sweeping motion of the golf club through the ball. And Glenna began to swing the club in a much different way, hit the ball much harder, swing harder, hit the ball farther. And that was a terribly important motivator for the rest of the century, really, in golf.
In 1921, Glenna won her first tournament by defeating British champion Cecil Leach for the Berthe Ellen Cup in Philadelphia. By 1930, Glenna had won the French Ladies Open, the Canadian Ladies Open twice, and was a five-time winner of the U.S. Amateur Championships, forever changing the face of women's golf.
She allowed recognition to be shown to women in a way that it hadn't been before. She demonstrated that women belonged on a golf course. She did that by virtue of how good she was. In the photographs had always been men. And now you were seeing the golf courses in the United States or in Great Britain, where she played a lot as well. You would see these famous golf courses, these famous venues, but instead of men, there were women.
Glenna competed in the British Women's Amateur 5 times and made it to the finals in 1929 and 1930. In 1935, the 32-year-old mother of 2 won her 6th and final U.S. Women's Amateur Championship. Between 1932 and 1950, Vare was involved with the Curtis Cup, a biennial international match play between the United States and Great Britain, and was a captain for 4 years. Glenna's mark on the game of golf brought a recognition from some of the most important figures of her time.
I met Bobby Jones and President Eisenhower, and here they were together praising my mom right in front of me, expressing how she had influenced a whole generation of young girls to become golfers and to conduct themselves well, fairly, politely.
Vare's impact on women's golf is strongly felt to this day. Since 1953, the LPGA has awarded the Vare Trophy to the golfer with the lowest average stroke per round in professional tour events. The U.S. Junior Girls Championship awards the winner the Glenna Collett Vare Trophy to honor her achievements.
She was, the most extraordinary golfer, American golfer, woman golfer that there probably ever was. Nobody had won 3 in a row. No one won 6. She would play a year and a half, and she'd play 64 matches, and she would win all 64. I mean, she was peerless. That's the word I'm looking for. She was peerless.
Glenna Collett Vare passed away in 1989 at the age of 85. Over the years, Glenna has been inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame, the International Women's Sports Hall of Fame, and the Connecticut Golf Hall of Fame. Tonight, Glenna Collett Vare adds another accomplishment to her already extensive list.